Hey, it's TT, and the fifth book that I read for the Trans Rights Readathon is Your Mind is a Terrible Thing. This book is such a mindfuck. I love it so much. This is a story of Alto, who is a comms specialist on a cargo ship that is carrying corpses throughout space. They wake up one day after a romantic tryst to find that the entire crew of the spaceship that they're on has disappeared, including their lover, and instead there is a strange creature on board who looks like a brain and can make you hallucinate, and it like feeds on your fears, and it can make you relive things or experience things. That's a crazy concept. But this is one of my favorite books that I've read this year. I am a little bit shaky from reading it, actually. Something about this, it is very abstract, which I actually really loved in this piece. There's not a lot of over descriptiveness, which left a lot of room for imagination, which is apt for a book that is primarily about the terror of your own imagination. The more I think about it, the more brilliant I thought it was. As someone who is deeply existentially troubled and has a lot of mental health issues, I thought this spoke to me on a very trippy level. Also, it doesn't help that I tried to read it out here in my sunroom, which gets the outside is pitch black at night because there's no lights around, and the windows were open, and I was cold, and I was reading about being alone out in space, in the vastness of space, with nothing but corpses in my own mind, and I creeped myself way the fuck out, which was awesome because I actually haven't had a book in a long time that actually made me really scared. And something about this just hit me on such an existential level that I got really scared. You definitely have to weird experimental narration and trippy horror, I think, to appreciate this. It is definitely not a piece that is for everyone, but something about this just sunk its clutches into my very soul, and I feel a deep existential ontological connection with this story. I'm literally shook up by this book, and I'm gonna read everything Hailey Piper's ever written now. I also love that throughout the book the main character has to modify themselves cybernetically, and I really enjoyed that the only way to escape this terror was to make themselves less human. I'm gonna read this 5 more times.